We'll go ahead and get started. Coach Adams, if you wanted to make an opening statement, then we'll open up for questions.
Sure. I'm just extremely proud of this team as a whole. You know, taking over a program and just wanting to come in and set a culture of winning ways. You know, these guys either would trust me or they wouldn't trust me. And I just knew I had to show up and be a transparent leader. And being that transparent leader and listening to their hearts and their desires, it was my opportunity as a coach to meet them where they were at. And that's where this journey began. And it started with our belief system and having big belief of just who we are, what our hearts were about, and what was going to drive our behavior. And so you got to see that tonight. It's a relentless effort of outworking and competing. We do family. We forget about me and I love you. And we really want to own the moment. And owning the moment means you got to take responsibility and want to be held accountable in our program. And so I'm the blessed one. I just get to watch them shine and follow along and help where they need me.
Go ahead and open up for questions.
Molly, this is for you. What's the difference from last year to this year in terms of, I mean, Coach kind of mentioned it, but from you personally, from what you went through, both of you went through the last couple of years, just the change in culture maybe to this year.
I think the biggest change, before we even touched the basketball, she took us into the to the room, and it was pretty much, we were setting a culture, what this team was going to be about besides X's and O's. So just the culture-wise, the family, just that atmosphere, that's kind of what we started and we built this foundation on. And I think that's what separates us from last year or any year before, is just coming in and setting in that culture and that big belief.
I mean, when Coach came, we had to accept her. She had to accept us, and we just locked in. It was just an instant locked in. It was like we became family so quickly. And then we took off from there. We just trusted in each other, believed in each other. And the coaches, all of them, they believe in us. That pushes our confidence way up.
Molly, this for you too. You had a big night. About a minute and a half left. You hit a three-pointer. I think that was probably the dagger. Did you think about hitting a three-pointer there? Was that part of your, I got to cap off a big night with the shot, or is it just the moment?
Nah, that was just owning the moment. I was living in it, and, hey, went up, went in.
Jody, I was telling Bill here that it was kind of a slow, I guess, pull away there. What's kind of got to change when you get up, get a lead, especially on Wednesday when you play a good Southern Utah squad, to keep the foot on the gas and keep going?
I think, with so much change in our lineup, with having, really we got 2 starters sitting on the bench and 4 kids out that would contribute right to this team. So we got to look at possessions. You got to look at some numbers here and, manage how we want to play. There's going to be times that we're going to be able to play off our defense and be able to get down the court and play fast. But at the end of the day, we want everything that we're doing as far as our action offensively, getting us the highest percentage shot. Defensively, we know we got to be dogs, and somebody's got to quit, and it can't be us. So we just don't choose that way, and so that's where we, we said we played 32 games now, 31 games now, and of basketball, but it was now time to fight. So it's not playing basketball anymore; it's fighting. So we're fighting for the next game, and so strategically, obviously, as a coach, you're manipulating things as much as you can. Molly's going to get as many touches as she works for, and her teammates work for her. So, there's other options on this team too, and she'll be the first one to give it up. But defensively, we got to. There's some things that we need to continue to see and grow. We know that, and that's the details that we'll look at film and make sure that we're in the right rotations. But I just like these guys' grit right now.
You guys talk about the support today. I know that some people canceled their trip because of other things, but talk about that support. That Agnes showed you today.
We're just grateful and thankful that the people that came out, that they are here supporting us. But we know back at home that we have fans that are supporting us too.
Me to answer too. I just want to give a huge shout out to Aggie Nation, man. They always stick by us. You know, win or lose, they're always with us. They're always pushing us. And Coach always talks to us about how she gets thousands of calls after games, win or lose, just continuing to, you know, motivate us, come into the locker room, and just treating us like family, you know. And that's something that we need every step of the way is our fans supporting us, whether that's being here or just being back home supporting, just watching is, we need all the love that we can get.
Anything additionally from the room? Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.